We are ready for the 27th running of the International Classic here at the Oswego Speedway. A race rich in history which dates back to 1957 when Irish Jack Murphy won the first ever International Classic, a $5,000 race here at the Oswego Speedway. Well, now we have progressed through 27 years of racing at the Oswego Speedway, and what happens now is an $85,000 purse, $80,000 more than the original International Classic back in 1957. He has finished second the last 2 years in a row. Would dearly love to pick up the Classic victory here, making his 11th Classic start. Time trial with a 17.741, driving the 0-2 Eddie Bellinger. Now to the front row, outside in row number 1, driving the Hebron team car, making his 13th Classic appearance. He won it back in 1969. Time trialed in with a 17.681 from Gloucester, Massachusetts, driving the 0-1, the 1983 Oswego Speedway track champion, Bentley Warren. And on the pole, the second Canadian ever to have the pole, Kenny Andrews turned the trick back in 1971. He won the Classic in 77, his 18th Classic appearance. Time trialed in with a 17.648, 2/1000ths of a second off the track record. Former track champion, driving the Doug Duncan All-Canadian 400 Auto Wreckers, number 6 out of Toronto, Canada, Warren Cottiam. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have the starting lineup. The 34 best super modified drivers in the country, the largest super modified race ever staged. Ray Sand fires up. Gary Albritton still waiting to fire. Eddie West is going. Don Ramage is going. Little bit of a fluid spot down here right underneath the judges' stand. We're going to bring the track safety crew down here again. Truck 1 will be coming down to put a little speedy dry on the track down right underneath the judges' stand as we have some moisture on the track down here. Floyd Wallace bringing the field around. Normally starting 24 cars here at the Oswego Speedway in a feature event for the International Classic 200. The starting field is 34, and it is a tremendous field. And now Charlie Hopkins coming out with the pace truck. Coming down here to put a little speedy dry down. Right. Chevrolet Camaro Z28 comes down low off the back straightaway. Warren Cottiam, Bentley Warren up in the front row. Row 2, Eddie Bellinger and Mike McLaughlin, Dave Schulich and Joe Gosick in the third row. The speed is up to going now. Off the corner, here comes the speed fire. The International Classic underway and grabbing off the early lead. The number 6 of Warren Cottiam. Cottiam out in front in the 6. The 0-1 of Bentley Warren running second. 0-2, Eddie Bellinger back there in the number 3 spot. The flying 5, Mike McLaughlin sets in 4th. 21, Dave Schulich running 5th. On the outside, the 00 of Joe Gosick nails down 6th. And the Doug Hebron, number 1, is in 7th. Steve Joya moves up to 8th in the number 9. The 91 of Eddie Thompson running 9th. Filling out the top 10, the 89 of Randy Wynn. He slides down here through turn 1 as Dean Hogue makes his move. Dean Hogue rides high down the back straightaway on the number 2, trying to move up through the field. The 49 of Ronnie Graves picking up the black flag. '49 of Ronnie Graves picking up the black flag. With a fuel leak. Ronnie Graves with a fuel leak picking up the black flag from starter Norm Bacon. Boy, he almost cut off the 18 of Ray Sand. Sand got hung up behind him. Out in front, we still have the 6 of Oregonium coming down to complete. Doug Hebron makes the move down low. They go high and low around the 41 of Gary Albritton. Eddie Bellinger trying to keep Hebron tuned in low. They go high and low again down the front chute by Dave Thomas and Mike Bruder, and Hebron takes over second. Doug Hebron looking for his 3rd Classic win in a row, moves up to second. 27, Howie Brown goes to the pits. Brown into the pits in the 27. Dave Thomas, 67, Dave Staff also in the pits. Doug Hebron shows Warren a wheel underneath. Shows him the wheel again, going down into turn 3. But Bentley says, buddy, I want to win too. Bentley Warren hanging on out in front. Doug Hebron running second, Eddie Bellinger 3rd. The pole setter, Warren Cunningham, back in 4th. Down the back straight, Hebron again tries to get a wheel underneath teammate Bentley Warren. Warren hanging on, running in lap number 22. The yellow is out. Yellow flag is out. The leaders. Make it through all right. That is Mike Ordway in the number 10. Ordway in the 10 brought out the yellow. And Eddie Bellinger, Doug Hebron both had to make tremendous moves to come by. Eddie Bellinger running back there 3rd, went to the outside. Hebron went to the inside as Ordway spun off turn 4, came bouncing off the wall out into the middle of the track. It's back there in 3rd, and it is my understanding that tires could play a very, very large part in the outcome of today's race. And Bentley Warren, I would say, is already possibly having some handling problems. Pushing in the corner, Hebron makes a wild move, threading the needle between Den Lichte and Gary Albritton. Your leaders again. Here's Eddie Bellinger trying to get a wheel underneath Doug Hebron. Hebron and Warren again side by side around the 04 of Saunier. And I'll tell you, they worked that one too many times, and we're going to have a 3-car pileup. Somebody is bound to get frightened. When they see cars going high and low, you don't know which way to go. You stay in your groove or what? Somebody's going to move, and there's going to be trouble. Again, they do it around the 07, and this time Doug Hebron takes the lead. Hebron finally got by. And the yellow flag is out. Wow! Hard into the wall over there, I believe. That is the 77 of Lou Palker. 77 of Lou Palker, and Joya has spun off turn 2. Steve Joya, and the leaders go by him to put him a lap down. Steve Joya has spun over in turn 2. Steve Joya hit the wall over here in turn 2. He was the original cause of the yellow. And then Lou Palker got into it hard down in turn.
Didn't stay there long enough to really assess it, but Palker's car definitely popping the wall a ton. The entire front of the car completely ripped up, just hanging limp and loose. Lou walking around under his own power. The track officials insisting that he gets checked over.
Running in the top 5, Steve Joya and now Mike McLaughlin have gone to the pits. That'll move the 00 of Joe Gosick up into the top 5. The Burke Home Center 00 now running in 5th. Joya coming back out in the number 9, but he is several laps down. We've got the one of Doug Hebron out in front, 01. Bentley Warren 2nd, Warren Cunningham 3rd in the 6, 02. Eddie Bellinger 4th. 00 Joe Gosick is running 5th. The 10 of Jamie Moore 6th. 91 Eddie Thompson 7th. Rich Goldstein says he has more information. We'll go back to him.
Okay, Roy, outside the ballpark, the tire landing up against a truck camper and a blue van. They've recovered the tire. No one damaged or hurt out there, and it doesn't look like either vehicle really was damaged at all. They were parked right outside the wall in turn 3, and that's where the tire from the 77 landed. But again, no real damage out there and no one injured.